All right, Shalom Israel. SHALAM. All phones on mute. All phones on mute. Got any questions online? A lot of this is done. It does. Turn the thing.
Do we need any lighting from the back, sir?
I always supposed to do everything
Couldn't work that, sir.
same way every time.
Right, something's going on. How's it blurry like that?
How was I able to bring up two? How was I able to bring up
Only one of them worked.
two accounts the last time? Because I logged into my account the last time.
You run up two accounts. Probably when you go to account switch, it'll show all the accounts.
But it ain't gonna knock this offline.
Possibly. Probably will, because when you log in,
No sweat, brother. No sweat. Questions of the bar down? Questions of the bar down?
No, sorry, not right now.
What are you going over? This week on the street teaching.
I was going to witchcraft of his rebellion. I got my script down. First one I got is Revelation 2:20.
Revelation 2:20, read that.
It says, Revelation 2:20. Notwithstanding, I have a few things against thee, because thou suffered that woman Jezebel, which calleth herself a prophetess, to teach and to seduce my servants to commit fornication.
And the problem with that is that some of these men is bitches, just like Jezebel. That's some of the problem is. You understand?
some of these girly ass men up in here thinking that they know the Bible or what have you. No beard having, talking a lot of yada yada about nothing. You understand? They don't understand. Always dick riding on something that they should not even have coming out of their mouth. We have no dealings with the Egyptians. So why is you got always in their books, in their records, when you're supposed to be a servant of the Most High in Christ? You trying to learn the matter. You understand? Why? For what good reason? Good reason. You understand? It's already been proven that we was in Egypt. Okay? So what's the problem?
That these pastors and preachers are giving the women the authority to do whatever they want because they soft and they're not following the scriptures.
These women need to sit down and be quiet. That's what they need to do. And these so-called churches, they need to get up out of there first and foremost. But I'm gonna let you just go ahead and break it down. Go ahead and finish reading. The focus button.
It says, notwithstanding, I have a few things against thee. So basically, the Most High had an issue with this. And it says, because thou sufferest that woman Jezebel. What Jezebel was doing was basically trying to get a lot of Israelites killed, and she was presenting herself as a prophetess, which the Most High didn't have a woman to be an authority over anything that he set a man to do.
Right.
And it says, which called herself a prophetess to teach. Now, I know it's according to 1 Timothy 2 and should be 2 and 15,
right,
that a woman should not teach, that she should be quiet in the church, which means she ain't supposed to be saying nothing or going on her feelings or ranting and raving or running around church.
That's good and dandy. Can you show it to me in the Old Testament? That would be the question for you to search out throughout the week. Isn't that black button up at the front?
This one?
Yeah.
It moves side to side.
Not that one, the one up front.
Turn it off. That meets it.
What about underneath of it, on the front part?
Wait a minute, there.
Yeah, I know that. Should be easier than that. All right, we in the game. No sign of Christ. Now, can you find a scripture in the New Testament, the Old Testament, that supports a woman not teaching? You got to be a scholar for that, huh?
I'm in the right book.
I know that one.
Give me that.
It should be Genesis 3 and 11.
And what does that say?
And he said, who told thee thou was naked? Hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I command thou not to eat?
That's a good one. That's a good one for Eve, right? He was talking to Eve at the time?
He was talking to Adam.
Okay, kind of, sort of. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. You tell me.
1 Timothy.
Old Testament scripture that tells a woman that she should not teach. Or what her role is. That would be excellent. Let's just get, for instance, a good idea of of what a woman did do for sure. Give me Exodus 15 and 20. And you said your topic is going to be what?
Rebellion is witchcraft.
Okay. I'm going to show you something that is not rebellion and witchcraft that a woman is surely allowed to do. You understand? Shalom. Yahweh Shema Tabah Shema Shah. Shalom. Yahweh Shema Tabah Shema Shah. All right. Any questions from out of Toronto, Canada? We're going into the spirit of rebellion and witchcraft.
Oh, God.
Read Exodus 15 and 20.
Exodus 15 and 20. And Miriam, the prophetess.
Right? She was a prophetess, but did she get in front of a congregation and lead them with the word of the Lord? That's what I want to know. Keep reading.
The sister of Aaron took a
Keep going.
took a timbrel in her hand.
She took a what?
Timbrel in her hand.
What's a timbrel?
Like a tambourine.
Or more so of a drum. Yeah. Go ahead.
And all the women went out after her with timbrels and with dances.
You understand? So, being a prophetess, she went out with a drum and with dances. I can't wait to see brothers and sisters with a Israelite dance company. I'm tired of all them stupid African dance companies that you see in Baltimore. They boogity, 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 boo, with all that ugly ass African attire, what have you. If you ever seen Gad, you understand, when Gad go out and do his dances, how colorful he is with his drum, that ain't nothing but Israelite culture right there. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing but Israelite culture right there. I can't wait till the day that somebody get it in their head that we need a dance company in Israel. You know what I'm saying? With the sisters dancing and everything, the brothers dancing and drumming as well. You know what I'm saying? That would be the bomb. Go ahead.
Verse 21. And Miriam answered them, sing ye to the Lord.
You understand? Dancing, drumming, and singing. That's what a prophetess did in the Old Testament. You understand? That's what she did. All right? So we're going to drop that one. Any other ideals of what a woman and her character would be instead of being Jezebel in the scriptures of old, in the Old Testament?
She was created for the man.
Okay. Find it. Good insight right there. Let's see. Genesis 2.
That's what I was. 2 and
No, that's 1 Corinthians 11 and 9. That's in the New Testament again. What you asking for? I'm trying to find some stuff in the Old Testament that talks about. Let's find some in Isaiah 3. Let's find some in Isaiah 3 of what a Jezebel would be doing, right?
in one country.
Go down to about like 18, huh?
In one country, sir.
Skip up to 16, 3 and 16. Isaiah 3 and 16.
In one country. Isaiah 3 and 16. Moreover, the Lord said it, because the daughters of Zion are hardened, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet.
Okay, so moreover, the Most High is showing you about the daughters of Zion, saying that they haughty and they walk forth with a stretched forth neck. You know that neck. Nigga, I ain't listening to nothing you got to say, blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. And wanting eyes. Everything that they see, they want. You understand? It says walking and mincing as they go. You know what I'm saying? Up and down the block, you understand? Half the clothes is on, half the clothes is off. And making the tinkling with their feet. You understand? They used to wear the clogs or what have you, making all that damn noise, the damn high heels in the hallway, making all the noise. You understand? They used to wear bracelets or what have you, and the bracelets would be making noise too. So, you know what I'm saying? Drawing attention. She just want all the attention all the time. Read on.
Walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with her feet. Therefore the Lord will smite thee with a scab, the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion.
Boy, you understand? That's a punishment that is likened unto something that's right out of Creature Feature. You understand? A broad can't have no hair, okay? Because she evil. You understand? Like it baffles me to see an 8-year-old little girl, right? And she got long braids. They all be 8, 9 years old, and they have long braids. And then if you blink, you miss a year or two or what have you. They done cut the goddamn girl's hair off and straighten the girl's hair or what have you. And she in a full hoochie mama mode at 12 years old. You're like, what the hell happened? You know what I'm saying? She was just a little girl, and now all of a sudden she, you know, is a damn lizard. You know what I'm saying? From straight off of Creature Feature. I mean, what the hell is going on? Go ahead.
Those Jewish women be bald too under many of those wigs.
Who is that?
Those so-called Jewish women be bald under those wigs.
Well, we not worried about that. We're talking about the daughters of Zion. Okay, the daughters of Zion. I'm talking about how we operating in the earth. Forget the other nations at this time. Okay? So the Lord smite the scab of the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, meaning that they want their daughters to look as stupid as they are so that they won't be competition to them in anything righteous in the earth or what have you. You know what I'm saying? So they sabotage their own daughters, much like sons are sabotaged, where you got the grandfather in jail, the daddy in jail, and the son is coming to jail as well. You know what I'm saying? You picking certain things that you doing in your livelihood is causing, you know, a generational curse or what have you. And so they, you know, do that to the daughters as well. You know what I'm saying? They don't, you know, want them to be, you know, clean and pure. They want them to have the same jacked up spirit and go through the same mess that they go through year after year, man after man after man. Okay? Keep going.
Will smite a scab, the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts.
Keep going.
In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments.
You understand? The Most High in that day is going to take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments. You understand? Their tinkling ornaments is brave on Snapchat, on Instagram, on Twitter. You understand? And wherever else on social media Eve is to be found. You understand? The bravery of her tinkling ornaments. You understand? Her hair is tinkling at this point in time. She's making more noise with that hair than a little bit. Okay? Shalom.
So is that why they say, you know, black women become she don't have no edges?
She don't have no what?
Edges. They be going to the edges. They don't have no edges.
Like it's a national tragedy that's going on the internet about the black woman's hair and how you got to have baby hair and how you have to have good hair or you got bad hair. You understand that whole thing or what have you. You all had good hair until you was 8 years old, and your mama and your grandmama conspired together to turn you into a slut just like they are. You understand? They already got rid of the daddy. You understand? So the only thing that's worth destroying is the daughter at that point in time. The daddy, he long gone. So, you know what I'm saying? You got the little girl there. They was like, you understand? She growing up and she see the mama and how the mama operate and stuff like that. You understand? She get mad with the mama. She gonna get mad with the mama because she see how the mama operate. But you know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen? They railroad her. You understand? They take her to the beauty salon. And it's not a good story what happens at the beauty salon for a young daughter of Zion, an 8-year-old that's got beautiful long hair. You understand? It's in cornrows. Like, I mean, it'd be amazing. You understand? They all got cornrows and beads all in their hair. You understand? And then you blink. You understand? 1 or 2 more years or what have you, she got some damn perm or wig in her head or some. They'll take the braids out and put the fake extension of the fake, the fake braids in. You're like, so how much more money was it gonna cost to spend $30, $35, $40 a week to get her hair braided or what have you? Keep getting it braided so that it'll be long and teach her how to properly manage your hair. It's not until they go all the way bald at 35 that all of a sudden they going natural again. Right? You understand? After they done chopped and screwed it all over the place. My God. You understand? So the brother's initial question was in reference to Jezebel, right? And what about Jezebel? Elaborate on your question so the brothers will be brought up to speed.
That basically because of the spirit of her rebellion is basically upon all women right now.
Right. So a good example, of course, would be Esther. Esther was not like this heathen wife that had disrespected her husband or what have you, where they wasn't taking it. They wasn't having her disrespect him in front of everybody in the whole nation. So they just kicked her out of her position. And, Esther got caught up in the sweep, you understand, and got caught up having to deal with this heathen because he looking for another wife because this heathen bride got smart with her husband. He wasn't playing. He's like, you won't disrespect me and then have all the men in the kingdom being subject to being disrespected or what have you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? And what you got in the church? You got in the church, who's on guard? Who's on guard? No, who's on guard?
I can't do it because
I'm not.
Yes. Yes. All right. So they all in that spirit right now, which is the problem. Okay. So we just getting some instances where it came out what the Lord was going to do to us for being so evil and not sisterly. Keep reading.
Come on, sir. In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet and their calves and their brown tires like the moon.
Okay, keep going.
The chains and the bracelets and the mufflers.
You understand? They getting more bags. You know what I'm saying? They securing more bags than a little bit in Israel right now on Instagram, on Snapchat, and goddamn Twitter. They securing more bags with bracelets, mufflers, or what have you. Like, it's amazing. You understand the stuff that they buying and that they out in the world acquiring or what have you, while the nation fizzles. You understand? It's going down the drain while they buying up everything in the world. Literally. I'm talking about like a dead rat. She's gonna put a dead rat on her back. You understand? Tomorrow, you understand, and throw it in the closet, never to be seen again until she get another ideal, and she'll buy, you know, a goddamn elephant foot and wear that. She'll do anything.
What is a call and what does it mean? After that, was it like?
Here you go, right here. Here's the Bible dictionary. Let's see if it's in here. Look it up. Okay. You go through everything. No, that is not mine. I'm not sure who that stuff is going all around Israel. I haven't seen it many a day. What is a call is the question. I got a definition. It says a woman's close-fitting indoor headdress or hairnet. You understand? It's one of the pieces of a headdress that a woman has and used to wear all the time. It says woman's dress, page 227 on the large pictorial Bible dictionary, John the Van. Among the Hebrews, neither sex was permitted by Mosaic law to wear the same form of clothing. You understand? And was used, and as was used by the other, Deuteronomy 22:5. It said a few articles of the female clothing carried somewhat the same name and basic pattern, yet there was always sufficient difference in embossing, embroidery, and needlework so that in appearance, the line of demarcation between men and women could be readily detected. You understand? Meaning the women wore long garments reaching almost to the feet with a girdle of silk or wool, many times having all the colors of the rainbow. Often such a garment would have a fringe hanging from the waist nearly to the ankles. The lady's headdress, for example, usually included some kind of a kafia or cloth for covering the head, yet the material that was in that covering was of a different quality, kind, or color from that worn by the men, right? Silky, smooth, rough, okay? And also it was frequently pinned over some kind of cap made of stiff material and set with pearls, silver, gold, or spangled ornaments common to that day. If a woman was married, these or other more significant coins covered the entire front of the cap and constituted her dowry. So he's saying that they wore some kind of coins or money on their head. It's unsubstantiated. This is the Bible dictionary. The white folk wrote this. We had to study all of that. Let me see. The Hebrew word shabayas is called, let's see. It says from an unused root meaning to interweave, front band for a woman's head. Go ahead.
This one says the chief meaning is a deep fold above the liver.
That is the call, meaning the liver. The liver is called the call, but we're not talking about the liver in the food. We're talking about the headdress, right? We're talking about the clothing that the sisters was wearing at this time. So that wouldn't apply. Okay?
So they said that the women, their attire used to have like it was rainbow color. Is that's like how?
That's unfounded. That's just what they said in this particular Bible dictionary, as far as that's concerned. You understand?
But it was making a difference between what men wear and what women wear.
That's the the particulars that you got to understand all the time. That's the most important part. You understand? We know what women's dress looks like, and we know what men's what they should rock. Okay. Okay. It says networks reticula used of the head ornament of Hebrew women. It says diminutive from son by interchange of the letters. This is Arabic, and understands little sons or studs resembling sons worn on the neck. And this would seem to be supported by the following Shaharanyam, little moons, but I prefer the former interpretation. So it's like a band that had like designs on them or what have you. It was part of the headdress that they wore, similar to what they was describing here about the headdress with the coins on it and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
My sister had that on last Passover, and she had the coins hanging from it. You know,
right?
And you know, it was glorious what she had on.
Right. Exactly. So
it does mention the moon, because you were just talking about the moon. It does mention the moon in the verses, and then their round tires like the moon.
And their round tires like the moon. So it's, you know, like the headdress that a fancy woman would wear. You know what I'm saying? A crown, a tiara, or what have you, stuff that they would wear on their head. Like some of the intricate headdresses, if you look at East Indian culture or what have you, they have a lot of intricate head pieces and stuff like that. Israelite women had the same type of things. They might have an earring in their nose with a chain going to their ear. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of things was going on. You know what I'm saying? All that was going on. You just hook it up and it looks appealing or what have you. So, you know, all of those things was going on. Let's see. Silver and pearls and gold, you know what I'm saying, on those ornaments. Let's see. It says her undergarments would be made of the materials such as cotton, linen, or silk, as might befit her wealth or station in life. She would probably wear a long skirt with long pointed sleeves. Over this was a small, rather tightly fitting jacket or petticoat, meaning little coat. The small jacket would be made of scarlet or other good material and was a thing of exquisite beauty because of its being covered with tapestry or fine needlework wrought with multicolored threads. A woman of even moderate circumstances could have beautiful clothing, for it was the fruit of her own hands, saying in Proverbs 31, talking about the virtuous woman. You understand?
So according to how her position in that cultural society was, she would dress accordingly.
Yeah, like I can point out several sisters on the gram, you understand, when they talk dirty about a sister, you understand, like you go to church and if you got a run in your stockings, oh, you're going to get talked about. You're going to get talked about like a dog, you understand? If you don't have the right stuff or what have you, or your stuff is more expensive than the next sister's stuff, you understand, it's player hating season, okay? That's what time it is. As if you don't know, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to go to school with the goddamn fish eggs, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got the polos or what have you, you know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, you know, how much we care about clothing, but don't care nothing about one another. It's crazy. So, you know what I'm saying? So it just goes on down. It says in, where was we at? 18, and their calls and their round tires like the moon, the chains, the bracelets, the mufflers, like they was decked. They was decked out, you know what I'm saying? The bonnets and the ornaments of the legs, you know what I'm saying? The headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings, the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, You understand? And the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses and the fine linen and the hoods and the veils. Like, gosh, dang. I'm talking about they had accessories out the wazoo, which is another famous Jezebel type thing to do. You understand? It's ridiculous. And where would you find that in the New Testament about how they care more about all this gold stuff than being a good woman? It's in the New Testament. You should have this in your breakdown if you're going to break it down about women, huh? You got to prove it. You can guess all you want. You got to prove it. Find the scripture.
I got it.
Got it? Read it.
1 Timothy 2:9.
Read it.
First Timothy 2:9. In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety.
Okay. Keep going.
Not with braided hair.
Not with braided hair. Keep going.
Or gold.
Or gold.
Or pearls.
Or pearl.
Or costly array.
Or costly array. You understand? They care more about that than, you understand, whether or not they can make a proper dinner. Okay? Right. Feed their children or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Like, the plates be looking bland as hell. You understand? Can the plate have some color? You know what I'm saying? Some tomatoes and some peppers, all kinds of peppers. Can I get some purple on my plate every once in a while? You understand? I don't want to wear purple, but I like to eat some purple. You know what I'm saying? Put some purple on my plate. You understand? Some blue. Blue. I ain't seen blue on a Negro's plate in a minute. Find a bluebird for a nigga, okay? You know what I'm saying? Something blue. You know what I'm saying? Plates be looking bland, like you can't even get green on your plate. Can you get some greens? Some greens, okay? Don't ask Christian woman to get you some greens. You're gonna be poisoned with pork poisoning. That's what you're gonna get if you ask her. And could you light up the incense? Can I get some smoke? You understand? I like all the goodies. You understand? Question?
About
do that.
Or about anything?
Anything.
Oh, yeah.
Anything. We gonna come right back to the women. I have a good feeling.
I wanted to know, last week, you didn't get a chance to get to it, but you said you would, about Edomite slavery. I want to hear about that.
Edomite slavery?
When the Edomites going into slavery.
Okay. Revelation 13:9 and 10. Right? Isaiah 14:1 and 2. Right?
Isaiah 14.
You gotta hold it. Once you get it, hold it.
Isaiah
14:1 and 2. Don't let it sit up first. And then once it gets to burning, then you put stuff on there. Let it heat up. So you got those two, right?
Is it okay if I send it?
Nah.
Revelation
13:9 and 10. Revelation 18 and 4. Isaiah 14:1 and 2. Right?
Come on,
I'm just
God.
We're going to get some more scriptures for Esau going into captivity. Mm-hmm. Serving out slavery. Read one of those that I pulled so far. Get a couple more.
Isaiah 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them.
The strangers, who we talking about? Who are we talking about?
We're talking about the other nations.
We're talking about the white man going into slavery, right?
Come on.
That's what you asking?
That's what I'm asking.
That's what you asking. The strangers. The white man is strange. Keep going.
Come. And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Okay. And the Israelites going to take them. Keep going.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord.
They're going to be possessed in the land of the Lord. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Can we own a couple Edomites? Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Finish that one up.
For servants and handmaids, and they shall take their captives, whose captives they were.
We was Esau's slave, so they're gonna be our slave. Yeah. That's simple. That's simple. Go ahead.
No, just if I could, man. A fake Israelite just used this verse on me the other day talking about, and I ain't bothered to look it up. He just was saying, you know, he used verse 1, but he didn't use verse 2. He was telling me that white people can be saved too, and they can be saved.
Oh my God!
I didn't look it up, and I didn't even really, you know, if I would have looked at 2, then I would have saw that it was talking about them being handmade and them being served.
One second.
Yeah,
One second. So yeah, you got to leave off from them and get in here and learn all about it. So as soon as they pull it, you know exactly what it is it's saying, and you're gonna be like, oh, they don't say that. Excuse me, you can't tell me that. All right.
Okay.
So let's get 2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 7. I just like this one. I like it a lot.
Could you repeat chapter 7?
2 Ezra in the Apocrypha, chapter 6, verse 7. Haggai 2 and 23. Okay, Malak ban Yahweh, Shalom Yahweh. It's not, okay, Haggai 2 and 23. Somebody pull that right quick. We're going to go into the signet, and you get 2 Ezra 6 and 7. Let's go over that. Somebody hold Haggai 2 and 23. You got a Haggai? Let's go to 2 Ezra 6.
2 Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times?
Okay, so when is the last days going to be like that? When is the end of the days, the parting asunder of time? You know what I'm saying? This crap got to end. Something's going to happen. This is what Ezra was asking. Keep going.
Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of that followed?
Who came out first?
Esau.
That's right. Read it again.
Then answered I and said,
No. You gotta stick with me, or what have you. He answered the question. he answered the question that I had for him was who came out first, where you left off. You got to stay where you left off at.
Understood.
Okay.
Or when shall the end of the first?
So when shall the end of the first? The end of the first would be the end of Esau, right? Go ahead.
And the beginning of that followed.
And the beginning of that followed. Who followed Esau? Jacob followed Esau. Keep reading.
And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac. And when Jacob and Esau was born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
So in Genesis 25, Jacob held Esau's heel. When Esau came out, when his foot came out, Jacob's hand was on his foot. You understand? So he's telling you about that story again in here. Eldest Esau was born. Jacob came to follow. Read on.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that follow. Of it that followed.
You understand? So that's giving you a clue of what's getting ready to take place. For Esau is the end of the world. You understand? The age of society that we know of right now, Esau's world is going to end. You understand? And Jacob is the beginning of that follows. Okay? So you following what's getting ready to happen in the earth? Dealing with Esau and his judgment? Any more? What does verse 10 say?
Verse 10. The hand of the man is betwixt the heel and the hand. Other question. Esdras, asked thou not?
You understand? So he just juggled it right in front of you. You understand? Why that hand was on that heel. He's saying that was the prophecy. He's showing you the prophecy. You understand? The prophecy of why Jacob was holding on to Esau's heel or what have you. You understand? They were fighting in the womb, and that was going to be the end of the Esau's world. It's going to be a switch up. You know what I'm saying? It says the hand of man is in betwixt the heel and the hand. Other questions, Ezra, asked thou not. Right? So it's like a riddle of why Jacob had hold of Esau's heel. It's another way of saying it. You follow it?
I need to read it myself. Can I see it?
You should have a pocket so you can read it, for sure. You got to have that. Verse 10. Let's peruse on that just for a second. Read it out loud. Go ahead.
Just 10 or 10 and 9. So not a 10.
Verse 10.
The hand of man is bewitched, betwixt the heel and the hand. Other question, Esdras, asked thou not?
Right. Jacob's hand first held the heel of Esau, right? For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. The hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand.
What's betwixt mean?
Between. You understand? So it's just basically showing you, telling you what this meant. You understand? Yeah. Meaning it solves the problem of what was going on, why Jacob and Esau were in the womb of fighting and why Jacob was holding on his heel. It answered the question, right? Like man, the hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand, right? What is going to happen to man? What is going to happen to man is between it's between the heel and the hand. Jacob's, Esau's heel and Esau's hand. Man, what is going to happen to man is what's going to happen at the end of Esau's kingdom and the beginning of the kingdom that followed, Jacob's kingdom, right?
Yeah, I didn't understand.
In Isaiah 14, 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? In the land of the Lord. You understand? They was our oppressor. We're going to be their oppressor. You see, it's on the same line.
I just didn't understand what betwixt meant. So.
Yeah, between. Yes. You have to look up those old English words in the dictionary. Yes.
I had a question outside of what we were talking about.
Okay.
How do we go against, they're still along my mother and my father?
Can y'all hear out there in the, can you hear the questions that's coming in? If you cannot, can we mic up out there? Uncle Shaw. Y'all get some mics. In the text, let me know if you can hear the brother's questions. All right? We'll go from there. Go ahead with the question again, louder.
Okay. Dealing with my mother and my father, they're not really people that they're not Christians. They don't have.
They don't go to church, but they Christians.
But it's hard for sometimes when I'm trying to, I want to be able to explain and get the truth to them.
Okay.
I just want to be able to, which scriptures are best for me to go at somebody like that to get them a better understanding?
There is no scripture for you to go and take to them at this time. You know what I'm saying? They don't go to church, right? They don't go to church.
Okay.
But what do they think about you?
It's my mother that she gave me the belief in the Most High in the first place. She gave me my first Bible. She gave me that. She always told me have faith in God. I know it was untaken.
But your recent activity with them or what have you, and the things that since you done became a man that they agree with or disagree with you or what have you, what's the talk like?
A lot of they're proud of me now for being an I.S.U.P.K.
Okay, but before that, let's talk about before that. Not to spill all your business in the street, but what was it that they were saying that they wasn't agreeing with?
Like the breaking the law, just getting in trouble, everything.
Right. So, what is the best way for a non-church going type of person for you to teach them, right? For them to not see you doing the things that is wrong in the world. And then they'll know that something is up with you. Just like now you say that they see that they cleaned up your act. You understand? And so they sniffing around, wondering if it's going to last, if it's a cult. You understand? Well, we raising cult leaders all the time. You understand? You understand? Here. So with that being said, now that they sniffing around or what have you, without getting too technical, what should you do? What could you do to help them out? You understand? Help Jake out. Jake might not understand the scriptures, but what do you have to say to them? And how do you have to say it to them when you're talking to them? You done been out on the mic, on the street, or what have you. You know, you ain't gonna blaze on your family in the house. You understand? But how are you gonna conduct yourself? That's what you ask. In essence, you asking about the scriptures. You can the milk scriptures is always available because they're easy to understand. They're easy enough for you to understand to get out of the world. So who else you gonna bring them the some dumb goy of the scriptures and try to lay that before their feet and watch them choke out? You understand? And be like, nah, I ain't messing with you or what have you. You go ahead and do your thing, but it ain't gonna be no chance of them ever coming to the truth because you done choked them out. So, milk. 1 second. Hold on. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna just see if these 2 points have anything to do with your question. SHALAM.
I was gonna say 1 Thessalonians 5:22 to 24 and Mark 4.
Say that one more time.
1 Thessalonians 5:22 to 24.
And it's in reference to the brother's question.
Come.
You have it? Can you read it?
Abstain from all appearance of evil,
Okay.
and the very God of peace sanctify you wholly. And I pray God, your whole spirit and soul and body be preserved blameless unto the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Right. So you ain't, of course, you're going to show them that you ain't into no evil, wicked stuff no more, of course, right? That's plain. That's a good one. Got one more? No sweat. Go ahead, Gabar.
I was going to say 1 Corinthians 14 and 40.
Okay, that was where I was going. You understand? Right. Now, they don't go to church, but I bet you they celebrate goddamn birthdays, Halloween, Easter, you understand, Christmas, 4th of July, Memorial Day, Easter Day, all that stuff. New Year's Eve, you know what I'm saying? Carnival, Fat Tuesday, you name it. Valentine's Day. Jeez and peas. I bet you see some of that in the house, right? So the scripture that he's about to bring out, you understand, would show you how you have to conduct yourself in reference to those type of activities that, you know, if they really want to change, that's where the fight is going to be. You understand? It might be all good that they looking at you like, okay, oh yeah, you changed your life and everything like that. They sniffing around or what have you. And they might even get on, I hate that. Negroes buddy up with you and whatnot. They want to be buddy with, they want to start talking to you like, I heard this and I read the Bible, but they ain't in the work. They ain't doing nothing. You understand? Now, don't come talking to me with that. You know, you so down with the Bible, but you ain't listening to one thing I said, come to class. I said, come to class, but they won't come to class. You know what I'm saying? But they want to talk your ear off about the Bible, this, that, and the other. You don't want to fall into that zone with them. You start trying to come to them about it or what have you, but then you see they sneaking off to go and have a birthday, or you come downstairs and they smoking a cigarette. You're going to lose your mind trying to think you're going to win they behind into the truth. Make sure you're pleasing your new mother and your new father up in this joint or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Get a rib and see if you can experiment on finding one of her and turn her. You understand? Instead of the mom and father, usually you have an immediate concern of you got children that were in the world with you and a wife that was in the world with you. So you turn them first. You only got time to think about mom, and you left them a long time ago. You understand? Now all of a sudden they think you dealing with the Bible. They experts. Here they come, you understand, trying to figure out if you playing with this thing, or if you really might know something or what have you. So they can snatch it away. You understand? That most of the time they be mad at your ass for changing. They like to hold you when you was getting in trouble, smoking weed and doing the sins that they like to do when they like to do them. You understand? They talk behind your back and everything like that. Right. But you know what I'm saying? They reserve a few things, you understand, that they can always, come in and you buddy with them in that evil, but no more. You understand? They ain't got that lead. You got to draw the line for sure, and not let them creep up on you like that. But they coming. They gonna trick you back into doing and thinking the same way. You understand? Surely, you my mama. You know how much I love you, and how I can only have you can only go. Your daddy better not never go out and get no number one. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have that conversation with your mom. You know what I'm saying? It gets crazy. Okay.
Matthew 10:34 through 36.
And what is this one going to reference?
What you saying?
Okay, keep. Go ahead. It's the other one. You go ahead and read that one.
1 Corinthians 14 and 40. Let all things be done decently and in order.
Yeah, that's good too, but it's not the exact one that I was talking about. You want to go to 15. You understand? Now, you don't celebrate Christmas or Thanksgiving, right? They still gonna go to the store to get food and cook it and celebrate Thanksgiving, right? And you still got to eat. And if you around them, what you gonna eat? Seeing that you didn't, you don't celebrate Thanksgiving no more. You gonna sit down with them, hold hands, and pray over the turkey and whatnot. You understand? In 1 Corinthians 15, it tells you about how you're not supposed to hurt any ability of them to come into the truth later on. You understand? By eating some Thanksgiving dinner or what have you. You have some of the turkey and they wipe it like, say he don't celebrate Thanksgiving no more. Yeah. He ain't going nowhere. He can't go nowhere. Like it be all kinds of situations where brothers, they still living with their family or what have you. They haven't been able to get out on their own. They under their roof. You gonna eat whatever the hell I cook or what have you. They go there. You know what I'm saying? So what you gonna do? You understand? You're not gonna eat that meal because it's gonna hurt their conscience. You understand? But all you know it's just turkey. You understand? You ain't celebrating Thanksgiving. You understand? But if you eat it in front of somebody that's got a weak conscience or what have you, then you're gonna hurt them. You understand? You're gonna hurt them. There's gonna be a battle. You know what I'm saying? You eat chocolate, not on Valentine's Day. You see some candy in February. You're like, nope. Get that away from me. I don't even want to see that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way you got to carry it. Those are other things that you got to think about when dealing with them in reference to trying to think about whether or not the Lord wanted them in here or not. You understand? It'll be obvious. Some brothers, they bring their whole family in here. And then, you ain't going to never see them but them, and that's it. You ain't going to see nobody else.
Matthew 10:34. Think not that I come to send peace on the earth. Mm-hmm. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
So don't be shocked if you ain't getting that part of the job accomplished or what have you. The new family, you're gonna have to, your family that you might be bringing in the truth with you, or if you building a family, you're gonna have to go out and get a sister that's worthy of bearing your name and your seed and carrying out your orders. You understand, and then you're going to have to train her up, teach her to come in the truth or what have you, out of the world, and so on and so forth. Go ahead.
Right. So that book, you just made me think of another question I meant to been at. My daughter, my red, her son is he's aware of the truth. Like whenever I tell him,
how old is
he's 11.
Okay.
His father is still in his life. His father, he in the world.
Right.
When his son first got into the truth,
right,
it was probably maybe 2 years ago. He was him and my red mother always they still give him the blues. Like they tell him like you gonna eat whatever we make, whatever.
Oh, the father and
the
grandmother have teamed up together to persecute this young boy. You understand? Go ahead.
I just like it. And it's still like that. Like his father now, like when he go over to his father, to his house, like he always down in the Israelites. He always saying it's dumb, it don't make sense. But you know what I mean, he's strong though. Like, you know what I mean, he's real strong. Like, every time I tell him something, he get it, he understand. Like, he's gonna be a soldier, but he right now he's going through it. I just
Right.
don't
You
know
understand?
how.
He's being persecuted at a young age. You see that? You know what I'm saying? That's completely unfounded, but it's the fight. You understand? What you just read right there, Matthew 10 and 34, is the fight. You understand? And you got to teach him to be a warrior, basically, because it's going to be many battles in this lifetime that he's going to have to come through. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get a red, you understand? Shoot, the whole family going to be against you or what have you. They ain't had no problem with any of the other Negroes that dogged their ass out or anything like that. But, you know what I'm saying? This Israelite business, you understand, is just too much for them. They gonna, you know, you're gonna have to war. You're gonna have to war. So, you know what I'm saying? He just getting an early education, you know what I'm saying? You keep talking to him, you understand, and telling them what's right according to the Most High in Christ, you understand? Only thing is that he don't have to sin, you understand, because of his grandmother or his father, you understand? His father or his mother, grandmother put some pork down in front of him, and he know better than not to eat it. Then he should not eat it, you understand? He should know that, you understand? You know what I'm saying? So that's it. Hands down. All right. So that should be something that he you know, you keep working with him, and whenever he's around you, you get along with him and everything like that. He asks you questions or what have you. You come in here, you bring him in here when she's on your when he's on your time. You understand? Have a conversation with the brother. You understand? Like, be a man. Be a man. You understand? He knows where all the Israelite talk is coming from, and has to come and talk to you about it. Let's see. And that's gay as shit. That's gay as hell. How you gonna be, you know, downplaying something or what have you, mad, you understand? And she out of the way with it. She makes sure that she out of the way with it, the rib. She ain't, you know, feeding in, you know, on the other side. She's standing with you with it. All right, then, you know what I'm saying? He just comes to talk to you, you understand, instead of, you know, picking on his son or what have you, or get custody of him then. You understand? He's still going to remember what the truth is because he's too big now. You understand? He's too big. You're gonna take the Bible away from him. You're gonna take the Bible away from him. You understand? He gonna come and get his son and take the Bible away from him because he want to read the book and understand what the Bible says. I don't think he's gonna do it. I don't think so. He's gonna try to take him to church. That's probably what he's gonna do. You understand? And that is the last place that the brother needs to go. But he'll probably be in there cutting the goddamn pastors or what have you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna throw him out of Sunday school. Did you have a question or not?
I was gonna say
You have a comment or a question?
It was a comment.
Okay.
The reason why a lot of things go on in the South because Christ said, "Thou hated you because they hated me first."
Pull it.
John 15, John 15, 17 to 19.
What you want to do is you want to just pull the scripture next time.
Come on, Council.
Pull the scripture next time. Read it.
John 15 and 17. These things I command you that you love one another.
Okay.
If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
That's for sure. You understand? So you good with that as far as, you know, not hands off, you know what I'm saying? You can answer their questions or what have you. And if she brought you the Bible, I'm sure she got one in the house of her own or what have you. You understand? I don't know what kind of relationship you have with her. Your mom, you might be able to sit down with her and open up the scriptures and go a few things with her. You know what I'm saying? That's possible. Go to the milk. You know what I'm saying? I know Jesus Christ was black and where it said it and where how many times it's in there or the color scriptures is in the Bible or what have you. You know what I'm saying? I might gain a new student. So that was it. Questions or comments? Aha. Yes. Go ahead.
All right. What does beloved mean in John 3:16? When it say God so gave his only begotten Son.
So can I get a dictionary? A dictionary definition. I got a dictionary. Let me get it.
Beloved.
Beloved or beloved. Let's get a dictionary definition. What is that? Oh. It means uncle, David, what else? Dearly loved, a much loved person. Read.
Darling, cherished, dear, head, favorite. That's what I got.
Favorite. And in reference to John 3:16, read John 3:16 right quick.
John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life.
Where did you get the word beloved from?
I'm sorry. Begotten.
Oh, the word begotten. Okay. I was going to say.
Right.
Go ahead.
In a sense, begotten is like the root word of the word begot means to have it like a son or a child.
Where do you get it from?
From Merriam-Webster.
Okay, I like that.
Come on.
I'm gonna give you a better. Go ahead, brother.
I got one. Procreated, generated.
Okay, that's getting into the Christian definition of it, or what have you, which is off as hell. Meaning the only begotten Son. John 3:16, right? Read it again.
John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. And
His only begotten Son. What does that mean? We went over Immaculate Conception. Is Immaculate Conception true? Did God come down and have sex with Mary and put Jesus Christ in Mary? That's what the Christian church is referencing the scripture for it to mean. My thumb?
Existence by the process of reproduction.
That's the begotten that you'll find in the Old Testament, where it says that someone was begotten, right?
Right.
That's in the literal sense of a family line.
Right.
You understand? My thumb begot. What's your son's name? How many you got?
Andre.
We got Andre. That's the literal first meaning that you would have. But then this one right here, monogenesis. You see monogenesis in the Greek right here? This is the word that is used in John 3:16, monogenesis, right? It says only begotten, only child, single of its kind only. It just means special. Mm-hmm.
So it just means that he's special.
Special and best. You understand? He in a class of his own. You understand? It's not meaning that the Most High put seed in Mary in order to bring forth Jesus Christ. You understand? It doesn't mean that. It just means that he's special. His special son, single of its kind only, unique. You see what I'm saying? Mathon?
So the second mean like to give rise to.
You said to give rise to?
To give rise to bring about. And then if you read down, it says like to inspire. To promote, induce.
Unique and special. Unique and special. Monogenesis. That's what it's saying for this particular one. Single of its kind only.
Yes, sir. Could we say that Israel is his only begotten nation? Like, can we use it like that?
Yeah, it says Israel is his firstborn. You understand? It says that all through the Old Testament. It's kind of like that. But then, you understand, because he made a covenant with David, you understand, and said that from the fruit of your loins, that he was gonna raise up seed and for a king to sit on his throne forever, you understand? This brother right here, you understand, not only did he fulfill that, you understand, but he went all the way back to Adam's mission that he dropped the ball on, you understand? This brother was special in relation to he had the wherewithal to not sin when if Adam would have just never decided to listen to his woman, then he would have never known what sin was. You understand? And that made Yahawashi special because he went after that as a goal, you understand, in order to gain the Most High's favor. Just like it's saying in John 3:16, it's talking about him being a special son, a favorite son that was begotten of the Most High, brought into just like Adam was begotten. You understand? He was special. He was chosen, given the breath of life. You understand? And taught things and given instruction. Okay? Well, God so loved the world. He loved the world that Adam had as well. You understand? That he gave his only begotten son, right? His only begotten, his special son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, right? Everybody that listened to Adam at the time was living good and delicious as well until he erred in faith. You see what I'm saying? But have everlasting life, right? Adam dropped the ball, right? But Yahawashi picked it up and ran across the goal with it. You see what I'm saying? That's what say. What does it say in Romans 8:13? Let's get that right quick. Read.
Romans chapter 8, verse 13. If you live after the flesh, you shall die.
No, that ain't the one I'm looking for.
Sorry, it's 8:13, sir?
Yeah, I did, but it might be the wrong one that I pulled.
14.
What does it say?
Romans 8:14. For as many as are led by the Spirit of God.
See, there you go. That's the one right there. For as many as led by the Spirit of the Most High. Read on.
They are the sons of God.
They are the sons of the Most High. Right? Son of God. You know what I'm saying? For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, right? If you follow the spirit that Yahweh had, you understand? You'll be a son of God as well, right? You'll be a special son, right? It says what was that? Deuteronomy 14:2, that we are a special or peculiar people, what have you. That one too, Deuteronomy 7:6, Deuteronomy 14:2. You know what I'm saying? It says special and uses that terminology talking about Israel or what have you. And then go ahead, the bar.
One that I had, Romans 11:26 and Isaiah 11:1.
Read the first.
Isaiah 11, Romans 11:26. And so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written. There shall come out of Zion a deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob.
Okay, talking about Yahweh, right? He ain't saving everybody, of course.
Come on.
Right. So